Welcome to another episode of Uncompetent and Inqualified. This is episode
14.
50, 60,
14.
14. 14. Seems like 50 or 60, but welcome, Will. Welcome, special guests. You all know Claire. You've been on what, twice before, Claire?
Yeah, I think this time's the third one.
Okay. And Mason. Not the Mason that we were hating on.
Oh
Just by the
no.
way.
Is the one I'm
our,
thinking of?
Second episode. Yeah, you know Mason. You know the
Yeah.
other Mason.
Yeah.
This is Painter Mason. And by the way, the Mason we were hating on, we still love him. We're hoping to have
All
him,
love. All love.
yeah, one of these days. So we've actually chatted with him since. But anyways, today's about Mason. This Mason and Claire. You got anything to add there, Will?
Nope. Just want to say thank you to our guests for showing up here on a early Sunday morning. I know it was kind of a challenge getting everybody's schedules lined up, so I appreciate you guys being here. And maybe we can, I don't know, Joey, what do you think? Maybe we can give a little introduction to Mason and see if he wants to talk a little bit about himself.
Yeah, Mason. So when you were young and you took your journey from China to America, how was that?
What was that like?
Tough transition, man. Tough transition.
Did you know at a young age that you were eventually going to move to America?
No idea. Not a clue. Not even a thought in
Did
my
your
mind.
parents did your parents ship you over without asking you?
Yeah, middle of the night, dude. Right out of bed.
Yeah.
Happens like that.
Yeah, I feel like you probably wouldn't fit in as well in China as you did here, so it's probably a good thing. Because
Yeah.
you pulled this off pretty good, man.
Wait, can I jump here real quick?
Okay, go ahead, Claire.
Go ahead, Claire.
Wait, let me jump where it's real.
No, this is real.
Something I've
This
never
is
talked
Mason's-
about before.
This
You
is
never told
Mason's
me about
journey.
that.
You guys might be related.
No, you never. Wait, so we're saying that you and Kurt like once lived in China before?
He's not my biological.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Adopted.
I'm sorry I didn't know all this. But
Did you learn? Go ahead, Claire.
but Mason, you were.
Claire's got a lot of questions.
Yeah. Mason, I feel like I never know you now.
Perfect. That's exactly how I like to leave it.
Wait.
Did you primarily speak Cantonese or Mandarin when you were
A little bit of both.
a little bit of, okay.
You
Mhm.
still remember?
Nope. Everything
Okay,
just.
when did you? How old were you when you?
Young, like infant.
Infant.
Okay.
But I picked up stuff quick, you know. Just
Has your dad tried to like bring that culture into your life here? You know, like kind of like foods and stuff like that to kind
you know,
of.
I'm just a man of many, so I embrace, all cultures. It's just what I learned not to be closed off.
Was
So,
your first word Bai Long?
ni hao.
Oh.
Oh, Ni Hao. Okay.
Wait, so did you have a Chinese name before?
Yeah, what's
Mason.
your Chinese name? We're obviously joking, Claire. I'm sorry, Claire. It was
How
just
did
too
you?
good.
Okay, how did Joey know it? How did Will know it? How comes I didn't know any of that?
That is what do you call it? That's just flowing off the tongue. What is it?
Jesus.
It's like comedy
Jesus,
called
Claire.
where it's improv.
Did Daniel
You
know?
guys went to school together, Claire. You don't remember Mason?
You don't remember me?
Gee, mini Christmas.
I was the smartest kid in class always. So I was never
okay,
there 'cause I
can't-
just knew
no,
everything.
I can't take this. I can't take this.
All right, so
No, it's a joke.
That's pretty good. All right, so
What?
just to reestablish, you're from America, Mason.
Yeah.
And you do painting. Go ahead, tell us a little bit about yourself. You
Yeah.
like long walks on the beach, favorite color, what you're looking for in a woman. Just,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no, born in Washington State. Grew up in kind of the valley down here in Maple Valley and Covington, Kent area. I went to school in Tacoma High School. Um, Jumped to painting right out of school. I think right as I turned 18, I started painting with my dad, and shit just kept going ever since. Met these guys probably. I remember meeting Joey way back in the day, like probably 10, 11 years ago now. I remember meeting Will way back then, but we were never really on that many jobs together or anything.
I actually don't remember you until like Tacoma, just because that was. I'm sure we'd seen each other, but that was
Yeah.
the first time I remember.
We really
Talking to
like
you.
got to know each other and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Um,
weird because like yeah. I mean,
I wasn't, I wasn't really a crazy talkative guy when I first started out in the trades. I remember like my first job, like real job site I went to, I was so nervous and just a lot of stuff going on. You're in a totally different environment, You're fucking dudes playing heavy metal around the corner, like some big burly dudes. Like it was an intimidating environment coming into for the first time. But aside from work, man, I'm a big golfer. Love all sports, but I'm big into like action sports. So I do a lot of snowmobiling, snowboarding, dirt biking. Uh, Love cars. I'm basically a big fan of everything, but work takes up all of my time. About all of it.
Doesn't that how it works?
Yeah, unfortunately,
Right.
but it's got to do it, and I do enjoy it. Do enjoy a lot of aspects of it. So,
And right now, a lot of people are running into the problem of not having work. So,
yeah, it's
right now,
talked to a lot of trades, and it's getting real slow.
yeah. So right now it's a good time to be. I mean, it sucks to not have personal time, but it also sucks to not have a job. It's kind of a balance right now.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddies yesterday about what would it be like just to, let's say, like win the lottery and never have to work again. If I didn't have to work starting tomorrow, the first like week wouldn't be anything, but then I feel like I would start to feel lost and like need to have a purpose to do something every single day. I'd like to say, oh, I'd golf every day, or I'd go do this or that, but how long are you going to stay committed to that without being like, oh, me personally, I need to do something physical, whether it be working out or honestly like painting, like being on a construction site. It is, depending who you are, it can be pretty good for your mental, especially what you're doing. So, I don't know. Definitely feel
That's
like I would need a purpose.
okay. So, I too have the same retirement plan where they have lotto machines in the airport, right? So like, so they do 3 drawings, one on Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday. So 3 times a week I buy $5 tickets. So I'm investing $15 a week into my retirement. With so far 0 returns. Actually, I've spent money on my retirement and lost it, so it's not the best so far.
Yeah,
But
man. You know what they say though? Most quit before they hit big.
exactly, that's what I'm going
So
for. So
you just got to keep going.
I'm not a gambler at all. Like you send me in a casino, like, and I win $10, like I'll cash out and I'm good. But I'm like, I guess
Yeah.
I can spend 10, $15 a week on lotto, and I don't know. But that being said, okay, so I guess at what point's the point where you would stop? Like if I won like 2 million, that might be what you're taking home, like a little over 1 million.
Yeah, what
Maybe
taxes are gonna
1.25.
yeah, taxes are gonna get
Yeah,
you
you're
pretty
probably
good.
you're probably paying like 40%, so you're probably
That wouldn't be enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm done.
No.
That's just, that's probably like, dude, I mean, depending, what your living situation is and everything. I mean,
And
what's that gonna last you 5, 10 years?
and
If that.
that's what I've ran into is like with when I played a lot of, like I start thinking about winning, and I'm like, I still have to work.
Yeah,
Like
now if you get to the bigger numbers, we're
yeah,
talking like,
well, see, I don't play Powerball just
the
because I'm like,
Powerball numbers.
the chances are so low. Like they're low with
Yeah.
Lotto, but the bigger the game, the lower the chances. I'm like, like if it's like $2.2 million, I would be happy with that. So like that's my
Oh, don't get me
my reading.
wrong.
But they say like
Love
if you keep 1 million in the bank, depending on how it's invested, that could be like $40,000 to $60,000 of just accumulated interest
Yeah.
yearly.
Yeah. Put in a high yield savings account.
Yeah.
and-
So
yeah.
you leave that and you just kind of use that interest, but you still have to work full, you know what I mean? And you basically you're just add $50,000 to $60,000 to your yearly income, which would be great. But
Yeah.
it's like, but I'm like, I'm still like, I just don't feel like I'd still be working, and that would be life changing. But it would.
But see, that's the problem though. Is we just were talking about it with Tiger Woods before we got on here, and that's the problem. Is like everybody says, I would say the same thing. Yeah, to stash whatever away, and pretty much I will live on my interest and be able to retire. But the problem is when you get massive amounts of money, you always want what you can't have. Like look at the fucking thing with Epstein Island. Like, like us people that don't have money or don't have money like that, we'll sit here and go, how in the fuck, like, can't these people just be happy with their fucking
Yeah,
millions or billions
no.
of dollars?
Billions.
And look at Diddy, look at Tiger Woods. It's like how the fuck can you be like, yeah, he's had all these injuries, but how can you be so addicted to pills?
Yeah,
that
they
you're
get
wrecking fucking
everything.
Cars, I mean, why cheat with 20 different women? Why not just, like with Tiger, his original scandal, why not just divorce your wife and fucking go have fun? Like, but you take a step back and you're like, I wouldn't do that. But there's something about that nature where,
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why
Get
so many
everything you
people are-
want, and then it's just like, what else do I do? Oh, do nefarious things or.
So many people go bankrupt after winning those big.
Yeah,
lotto
that's what I was
amounts.
gonna say. Is you hear a lot of stories about these people that win these Powerballs and win these crazy lotto numbers, and I mean, it doesn't take but a few years. Boom, house right
Yeah.
off the bat, car for you, house for you. It goes like that.
Yeah, they don't think about the taxes, the upkeep,
Mm-mm.
the fucking everything else that they're putting into it, and
All the people that are gonna be like, oh, man, I need some help. Family, it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, it's
Well,
gonna
you don't tell
come.
anybody. Yeah, you don't tell
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah, keep it low. But
But
I mean,
yeah, the
everyone
smart
has that
thing-
plan. It's like boom, you win the lotto. Family first. Mom gets a house, dad gets a
Yeah.
house, type stuff. Boom, close friends. You're obviously gonna support them, but how far do you take that? Because how easy is it gonna be
Yeah.
to just to constantly be like, I've got X amount of money in the bank. Anything I want, I can bankroll. Anything I want.
Well, and
Yep.
there's a big difference between, like I said, winning $2 million and
Yeah.
winning $50 million.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like winning 2 million, my life wouldn't really change, but I would basically, I couldn't go out and buy a really, like if I wanted to
No.
start, like, because you need to hold on to that. Like if you start spending that million, you're just losing interest.
I mean, today's market, dude, it's like
Yeah,
it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money for me.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
But in the when you really look at it,
You're gonna still
not-
be working. You're gonna have
it's
to
not
manage
that
it.
much money.
You're not gonna be able to just dip into it, because the more you start spending, the less compounding interest you start to get back, and so
Yeah.
it's just
It's all.
See-
It's just a big game.
and I don't drink, and I don't fucking do drugs. So like, I wouldn't.
if you
have
win
a problem
$50 million,
there.
you will.
Well, maybe a little cocaine.
Yeah.
But my biggest
Yeah.
thing is gambling. Like I could see myself
Yeah.
going to a casino
Yeah,
and doing 500, like $5,000 a hand. Like,
Oh yeah.
being like, oh yeah, this is gonna be,
Just
if I won
nothing.
$1 million off the lotto, I can fucking win like fucking 5 million.
Yeah.
So it's real easy too. Like you say, whether you're buying or whether you have fucking addictions and some other stuff. Like right now, I mean, I've been good. I just limit myself like the last like 10 years.
because you
probably.
have to, right?
Yeah, because I got a house payment, I got kids, in college that need money every once in a while, and yeah, I mean, I've done a pretty. I think we went over this a few episodes ago. Like I did a pretty good job, kind of maturing a little bit as far as the money goes. I was horrible. at money.
You really have to. I mean, I used to be bad at it too, and it didn't take long for me to kind of really get into paying attention to my savings and everything, and my spending in general. I don't have a lot of bills. Like, I don't have a truck payment or anything like that, so I'm able to save pretty well. But today's market, especially like, I mean, talk about going gambling, man. If I'm gonna be going gambling, it's back. Like, I was drinking back then, so I would, be getting a good buzz on, and then, I'm thinking, okay, these blackjack hands, I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. They're gonna go quick, and
Oh.
it's even like the times where I lose money, but then bounce back and maybe even just break even. I'm like, man, I'm ready to go again. I'll turn around. I want to turn around in the parking garage when I'm going home. And so I could imagine what it'd be like if, like you were saying, you're putting down these, couple $1,000 hands, just thinking, man, I got this money in the bank. It don't even matter. But then how much it might draw you back to do that over and over. Because let's say you do hit big one day when you're putting down these crazy hands on blackjack or whatever it may be. I can do that again. I'll go tomorrow night. I'll go next weekend. No problem. Boom.
Easy money.
Easy money. And the next thing you know, you're down $100,000 out of the million, 2 million you got, and you're like, that was just gambling.
I
Well,
gotta get that back.
Yeah,
I
exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing, and I think the reason why Joey's able to kind of manage himself, I think the biggest thing is when you start combining alcohol and/or drugs with gambling.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
that's
No,
like,
that's not me at all. I have an addictive personality. Like, I was never an alcoholic. A lot of people it cracks me up. Like, I'll
I know.
take a
But if you were
I'll
drinking
drink a
and
beer.
and doing the gambling, I
No,
think
I haven't drank for fucking 16 years.
I know.
I'm telling you that the gambling and the alcohol had nothing to do together.
They didn't go
No.
hand in hand like
No,
back in the day
no.
when you drank.
It was strictly. I have something in my head where I like we talked about. Like, I think, oh, I can easily win 1,000. Oh, it's easy money. I just got to hit, go on a little run or this or that, or I'll get down 500. Oh, I got to get that 500 back. Mine never correlated with alcohol. It was never an alcohol problem. It's strictly like people can be an addict with fucking drugs, alcohol, anything. Like,
I mean, gambling's one of the worst.
I know,
yeah,
but like,
and,
but like,
and that's a reason why I don't take like pain medication. Because
Yeah.
like I said, I never was an alcoholic, but I binge drink on the weekends. So like, I would drink too much, and like I say, it's funny when people are like, oh my god, like if I take like a beer or something or a shot, and everybody's like, oh my god, he's falling off the wagon. No, I didn't stop drinking because I was an alcoholic. Like, I'm not gonna fall off the wagon. Like, I stopped drinking because when I did drink on the weekends, it was affecting how I was with my children at a young age.
Yeah.
When they were at a young age, and so that's why I stopped. So like, but it's still that addiction. It was like I would take one shot, and then everybody would be like, "Oh, he just took a shot of Everclear." Pretty soon, I'm chugging the whole bottle. It was that adrenaline rush.
Yeah, and you can
And-
correlate
and-
that with, betting these big hands
Exactly.
and,
And it's the same thing with the gambling. And so mine is more of that adrenaline rush of that just like that just lights up my sensors like a fucking Christmas tree. Like,
yeah.
and so I have to. So I just quit drinking. And like I said, I quit. I didn't quit gambling, but I still go every once in a while. But I limited myself.
Yeah.
I won't take I won't take pain medicine. If I have if I have a fucking toothache or whatever, and they prescribe me, oxycodone or anything like that, I won't take it. Just because you hear about these people that get on it for like 2-3 months, and then the next thing you know, they're fucking smoking crack out of a fucking alley, living out of a tent. Like,
Dude, and that's,
like,
it happens like that.
I don't even want to take the chance. Like, I don't know if I would, but I don't, and I'm sure like a 5-day prescription isn't gonna like do that. But it's just something I don't even want to. So like, yeah, no matter how bad the pain is, like it's just Tylenol or Advil for me. Like, even
Yeah.
after my surgery, they're like, you should take pain medicine. Like we've had you on, what is it, Dilaudid or whatever. We've had you on Dilaudid. You're gonna, and I'm like, no, I'm good. And so like I think I flushed them like a few weeks after. I got them just in case. But yeah, addiction is like
Comes in
yeah,
all shapes
it's-
and forms, man.
Yeah, it is, and like I said, do I know that I'd be an addict? Like if I took a pill, like no, but I just know how my brain works, and
Yeah.
you
When you
know,
take
so
a
I just
spot
like-
like when you take a place like the casino or something, aside from like pill popping and drugs, I mean, they build these places for you to one get lost in. You know, there's no like hard right hand like or 90-degree turns or anything. It's all curved. The lights bring it back. You walk by somewhere. Ooh, that machine looks hot, or like, ooh, this table's over. It's just like a revolving door that you're stuck in, and they build it like that.
Well, and
It's like a draw. It just draws you in. You know, depending on your type of person. I know, like for maybe Claire's sake, she doesn't care for casinos, and I get that.
Claire loved the lights. Claire did love the lights.
She actually told me she was at the casino not that long ago.
Well, that's
Claire.
no. Okay, disclaimer. We're there for a show, not for gambling.
You didn't invite us to casino night. I
Oh, okay. I I went for something from down under. Would you like to be invited to that?
hell
yes.
yeah, hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
All
So you
right,
didn't
what time
gamble at
I'll let
all
you
when you
know.
were there?
Hmm?
You didn't do any gambling when you went?
We did.
Yeah.
We, I think we lost like probably 20 to 40 bucks at the roulette, and then we just
Yeah, I
left
mean, and
whatever.
that, yeah, exactly. And that's like the perfect, I don't want to say like that's a good person that goes to the casino like, ah, you know, whatever, 20, 40 bucks. And that's how I was. I remember my first casino experience was just playing some slots and I brought 100 bucks and I walked out with the piece of paper and I had like 5 cents on it. So I
Yeah.
was like, man, what's the point of this? I mean, I hate losing money, and this is just a great way for me to lose money. But then is when I like later on last year actually when I got on the blackjack, and yeah, oh yeah, I'll go to the casino right now if I wanted to play.
Yeah, just
Like it
to
losing money sucks, but then when you see your money start building up and you got those chips in front of you, oh, it's a great feeling. It's a
Oh
great
yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
a little background story. My first casino experience was with these guys over here, and I gotta
Damn
say
right.
it's dangerous. Just to
When you went with us, was that
No,
your first time?
That was my first time. I'm telling you.
Claire,
Yeah.
we were winning the whole night. There was nothing dangerous about
I
that. We were
broke even.
taking our money.
You won money for me, so
Claire, you're right to think it's dangerous. Don't
It's
let Joey
very,
talk you
it's
out of it
really
just because you were
dangerous,
winning.
and it's not just about yourself winning money. It's also about looking at other people. They they just put down $1,000 chips, and then they got 2,000 back. It's it's crazy, and
well,
Just think
yeah.
of
I
it.
mean,
Just Claire, think of it like this: every time a machine rings, an angel gets its wings. Okay,
yeah.
She's got a
true
good. She's
story.
got a good point. Like when you once you start seeing like the people like you can tell like go every day and they're on the
Oh
slot machine
yeah.
like max betting the quarter machines
Oh
and you just
yeah.
like you're like if you ever just watch those people and like watch like how much money like you know
Oh dude,
they're
just
starting with a
lifeless.
couple
Just
thousand, yeah, and they're just can you just keep seeing this like big number go
yeah.
down and you're like man
A couple of my buddies go and place like when football is going on. They always drive to the muck, you know, early Sunday morning or something to place bets. And I mean, my buddy Austin, he's the one that kind of got me into playing blackjack, and he'll go at 7 in the morning when he wakes up just to place bets. But if he thinks that a table might be hitting good, he'll go play. But he'll tell me about, he's like, oh man, you'll see some people that you can tell have been sitting there since yesterday morning, just basically just rotting away in their chair. And I mean, that is exactly what the casino wants you to do.
yeah.
That is the casino life right there. If you're really deep into it. That's why
Mhm.
they say gambling is like talking about addictions, gambling it's damn near the worst one. I mean, drug addiction and alcohol addiction is one thing. You can obviously kill yourself from doing that stuff. I mean, gambling. People gamble away their houses.
Oh yeah.
They lose their marriages over it, just like that. I mean, look at down in Las Vegas. They have a huge, crazy homeless issue down there, and there's a lot of people that live in those like sewer like canals down there. I've watched a lot of interviews, and a lot of the people are like Yeah, came down here on a normal weekend, came down here on a work trip, and gambled away everything. Didn't even have enough money to go home, so I ended up homeless here. Like
Yeah,
it.
and the casinos. I mean, the casinos give you. I mean, casinos give you whatever you want. I
Yep.
mean,
Oh yeah.
within a limit, and yeah, like you say, you can. Yeah, you can literally lose everything you have in a weekend if you really wanted to. If there's a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
And that's
Yeah.
that's another reason why they give free drinks. Like people spend more when they're drinking.
Yeah. Their goal is for you to spend
Yes.
as much money as you humanly can at their casino.
Yeah.
They don't care about if you're gonna lose everything. They don't care about it. It's not their issue. They got their money. So it's a very dangerous thing to have like a. Thankfully, I do. I have that stopping limit. Oh man, if I'm gonna be down a bunch of money, and I'm not even, and I'm trying to get back, and it's not happening, man, that's it for me. I gotta do it. And I'd like to say I'd probably be the same if I won a significant amount of money at the casino. I'd like to think that I would be like, time to go home. But I mean, what part of me isn't, handing a few hundred to like the homies or something, like, hey, go place a hand on this or like something like that, and then I'm like, well, I could place $1,000 hand right now. Boom, there's a couple thousand out of the 5,000 I want. So I'd like to think that I would just be like, no, I'm gonna go home. This is a good amount of money. Like my dad, I know he won 14,000 at the casino like a couple months ago. I think he was gone in a week. Don't even know what he spent it on. Gone in a week.
Yeah.
But it's a dangerous game
Yep.
for sure.
And can any of us say we're up overall? Like, can anybody say they're no?
No.
That's the biggest thing is like, yeah, you get that kind of instant gratification, but you still
It's a rush too. I mean, it's a rush.
Yeah.
Like even just winning, like I keep talking about blackjack 'cause that's all I play, but even just winning a hand in blackjack, it does. Even if you're breaking even, or if you're getting back up, I mean, it's such a good feeling, like winning a hand. Oh, another hand after that, and then it's demoralizing when you're bust.
Yeah.
Like it can really get you in some tight spots and some hard places.
I feel like it's also nowadays gambling is so much more accessible to people.
Oh yeah,
'Cause back in the days, it's just casino, but now all the games and all the websites, you can just
everything. I
you
mean,
just swipe your
sports
credit
betting.
card.
There's
Yeah,
people. There's people betting on the wildest stuff,
yeah, but
craziest stuff. Yeah, like for instance, there's a game that I play, Counter Strike, and they have like it's a legit gambling system in their game. There's these things you can buy a case. The case is the community marks up the price for these. It could be anywhere from 25 cents for a case up to like $25,000 for one. And you have to buy a key. It's like usually $2. And that key opens it up. You have a chance to either win nothing out of that, or you have a chance to hit a gold. And a gold is, you're getting a knife or you're getting gloves or something like that. It's all cosmetic. It's just pixels. But they are real money trading. So from experience, I think last I checked, I put in 3,600 into this game, into just cases, and in return, I've made money. Like I probably have like a $4,000 inventory. If I wanted to, I could find a third party and sell everything and get accessible money, in my hand money. Other ways to do it, you'd go through their client site Steam, but you can only spend money on Steam. But oh man, it's so easy. It's just like a slot machine. It's a bunch of things spin by, and then you're just hoping for this gold to ding pop up. And I mean, there's cases where 18-year-olds are winning these. Just think of an AK, and it has like a certain skin on it. $1.5 million. Boom, done. And they
Wait,
actually,
what? Are you saying like an in-game AK could retail, or someone could buy that for over $1 million?
yep. There's a certain knife out there called the karambit. It's a case hardened karambit. So think of like
Yeah.
it's crazy. There's people out there that have millions. My buddy has a $15,000 inventory of stuff. It's it's insane, and it's accessible to anyone. It like any kid. Like I mean, a child could go on because there's kids that play the game. They could go on, figure out what cases are. Boom, mom or dad's credit card, loading up money on it, and then spinning cases, and then I mean they boom, that's how they start gambling at a young age. It's
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
they need to fix that because it's the same thing with the sports card hobby. Um, I see kids all the time, buying packs trying to chase that hundred
Yeah,
thousand dollar fucking
Pokemon cards. It's
Wingama or
I was about to just
Pokemon
bring up
or
Pokemon cards.
Cooper Flag or whoever the big rookie is. Like they land that card, but it's like a one in a fucking million shot. Like
literally.
it's not it's gambling and is what's most disturbing is like gambling is illegal to anybody under 18,
Hmm.
21 if it's a drinking establishment like a casino, but technically you can have a casino and still have 18
Yeah.
and over. But anyways, so 18 and the under is illegal everywhere you go for gambling, but yet on Whatnot or games like this or
Yeah.
I mean, there's fucking apps for everything that you can
Hmm.
like, try to win money on, and there's no regulation on it. Like there's
No.
and I get it. It's like how do you enforce it? Like, because like a kid could go on and use their parents' account or make a burner account
Yeah.
and just so like how you verify that I don't know, but it's it's
Don't
fucking
just do that with like
it's
Roblox or Roblox or something. Like
I don't know if
or
it's the
They're
same
so
thing, but
yeah,
yeah, you can buy.
they're because they have an in-game currency, and that's basically what all video games out. They'll
yeah,
have item shops you can buy
yeah.
stuff, and they
But
have this in-game
I don't know if they
currency.
can resell them. I don't know if it's more. I don't know if it's still along those lines. I think and I could be wrong, but just from kids that played Roblox and stuff like that, I think you're more just buying items for the game that aren't
Yeah.
Yeah,
resellable. But
yeah.
anytime you get into a reseller's market and kids are like gambling their fucking their piggy banks away or their
Hmm.
parents' money away, like that's not a good lesson to learn. Like that's not.
No, and I
Uh,
mean, I mean, dude, it could start with Fortnite for kids. My buddy has his girlfriend has three young boys, and he's told me before he's been sitting on the couch next to one of them playing Fortnite, and he gets a notification on his phone, and it's boom, he loaded up a bunch of Fortnite money or whatever on it, just because this kid wants this certain character skin or wants this dance or something. It's not resellable, but it's that like, oh my god, I got
Yeah.
this, like I'm gonna show it off to people, like some kind of like status cue, like some stuff like that. It can start at a super young age. It's so. I mean, I contribute to it, but I'm an adult, you know. I
It's
know what
just
I'm doing,
it's
but
just I mean it's just an extreme version of like when we were kids, you know. Like, I mean
hmm
it's just gotten streamlined and it's gotten dialed into the point. I mean for us, you know, it was like oh just having the cool pair of shoes or what like you
yeah,
know. But now
it's
now
progressed to so much more.
it's yeah now it's on video game. It's in real life. It's like on so many more platforms
Yeah,
that
it's idolized in a lot of ways too. I mean,
yeah yeah
there's FanDuel commercials. Kids watch football, Sunday football with their dads and stuff. There's tons of commercials that pop up about sports gambling and stuff. And I mean, that's probably one of the more dangerous sides of gambling is sports gambling. Um, I know. I mean, just yesterday, the fight night for UFC was just at Climate Pledge Arena, and my good buddy was there. Well, he places bets on everything, and he put in I don't know what a parlay is where you have to hit multiple things that you want in a row, right? Is that what a parlay is?
pretty much, yeah. All of them need to happen. Yeah.
Okay, so he bet on three fights, and I think he put in 25 to win 234 bucks, which would be crazy. But he ended up not hitting on one of them, so obviously he didn't win. But he's just down. He's just down 25 bucks. I mean, whatever, You could put in this small amount of money and then you could win huge. That's that's pretty dangerous because you could just keep
Yeah,
doing that over and over and over.
I was actually good. I didn't play any slot machines, but I did go and make a couple bets for March Madness, and I actually had a parlay yesterday with 2 of the March Madness games, and then the Mariners to win by 2. And
Nice.
I hit both of the March Madness games, but then the Mariners fucking lost. But yeah, so that was another one. Like when you do those parlays, I think I bet like 20. What was it? $20 for like $180 return or something like that, or 25. But yeah,
Because you
yeah,
need 3 things to happen. The odds are.
it's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
why
have it all.
that's why the multiplier is so big.
Yeah.
And you think it would be so easy. You're like, oh, it's only 2 things, or it's only 3 things, or only 4 things. But I'll tell you what, like, so in my whole time gambling on sports, I think I've hit maybe 2 or 3 14 parlays, and I've hit a fair share of 3 game parlays, and then 2 are obviously easier, but they don't come that often for how
Right.
easy you think they are. But anyways, let's go ahead and switch gears. We've been on gambling now for about 30 minutes. So I do have some sad news. There was a homicide on my property yesterday, and I think we'll save that. Andre, go ahead and put that on as a short. Let's use that as a little teaser for all you 20 subscribers out there. Maybe in like 10 or 15 minutes, we'll explain a little more on that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on there. Okay, so that'll be a short.
Yeah, that's a little teaser there.
Okay.
So I will tell you. So I keep forgetting to bring this up. This was actually like 3 weeks ago, and you guys all remember the nugget that looked like not Mary. Not Virgin Mary? What was it the Virgin Mary? Do you remember that
Chicken nugget?
Yeah, I remember the chicken nugget like from like I don't know 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That
It looked like something religious or something.
Yeah, some religious, and it's sold for some fucking god awful number. So all right, so I'm on my little health kick, and I'm like, all right, so I'm eating my fucking Cheerios, and it's the first time I've had Cheerios in probably 15, 20 fucking years. I mean, it's been forever. So I'm not even paying attention. I'm just dumping the fucking cereal into my bowl, and then like, grabbing like my yogurt and stuff. And as I'm like closing up the bag, I see this. Let's see if you guys can see this. And
A little heartio.
Oh my God, I got a heart-shaped fucking Cheerio. This thing is gonna make me fucking millions. And I'm like, hold on, Claire. Okay, go ahead, Claire.
Go ahead, Claire. Let's hear it.
You know, on Valentine's Day, or like, they make like special packages for like all heart-shaped Cheerios, right?
Okay, no, I didn't know that, Claire. But I'm thinking that I just struck fucking gold.
This is
I'm
losing
Right.
steam real quick. Yeah,
I am fucking retiring. I am gonna sell this online. I'm going on eBay right now. And then I look down at my fucking bowl, and there's a million heart-shaped Cheerios. and yeah, it wasn't for Valentine's Day. I think it's for like the heart healthy, like whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're half hearts and half circles. So Cheerios, not a sponsor. Fuck you. Okay, that's all I gotta say on that. Bullshit.
Got him.
I went from being retired, having a yacht,
Being down on their luck.
flying private fucking jets, to right back where the fuck I am.
So,
Demoralizing feeling.
Even if they weren't all supposed to be hearts, Joey, I mean, I'm still not 100% convinced if you found a
that one was,
heart-shaped
stale.
heart-shaped Cheerio that you're gonna make any money.
I never know, man. There might be there's collectors out there of all sorts.
I was gonna send it into PSA to
Cheerios.
get graded.
Oh.
Get a graded
Yeah.
Cheerio.
I mean, send it back, PSA 10 right here. Like,
That's funny.
bastards, man. Speaking of those assholes, you know what I was thinking the other day? So when I was watching Glory, I hope Will's seen it by now. No. Otherwise, he's
Sorry.
racist. But in that movie, the one guy says cuss. And you talk about words that we don't hear anymore, but like I can remember my dad being like, like I didn't even know how, like, you little cuss, like that was like something like you called like a little bastard.
What? I've
And
never heard that.
Yeah, I've never heard that
yeah,
either.
you don't hear it much anymore. We didn't even hear it that much growing up. I think my dad had just heard it from his dad, and so like I heard a lot. Not a lot of people I've ever heard use it, but yeah, it's got, because we think of like cuss as in like swear words,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was actually like a term, like
You're a
derogatory
cuss.
term.
Huh.
Yeah, you little cuss. Yeah.
Is that like you are a swear word? Kind of
If
thing?
that's a racist word, please let me know in the comments, and I will not use it again. I'll be honest, I did not look it up. I hope it's not.
It's probably turned into something nowadays.
I don't think it's a
Yeah.
racist word. I know all the racist words, and I'm pretty sure it's not one.
Jots them down not to say them.
So I kind of went. This was probably like, I don't know, probably about a year ago. I was kind of taking a deep dive, and I thought we'd talk about this too. So now, how do we phrase this? Like so I want to know what you guys think. Not your favorite concert, because depending on like how much you like somebody, you might think that's your favorite. But
Right.
I want to know what your most epic concert you've been to, and like I'll start with mine. So, Avril Lavigne.
Oh man, that would be awesome. That would be fucking awesome. Sorry for my language, but that would be great.
So I will tell you. I'll do a sidetrack here. I did go see Avril Lavigne, and this was probably the most comical concert I've ever been to, because at the time it was my ex-wife's favorite artist, or one of her favorite artists, and so I surprised her for her birthday with tickets to Avril Lavigne. So, when you hear somebody on the radio, and back then we had like Total Request Live, TRL, and stuff, and you saw, like, you kind of knew she was like a kiddie kind of bebop kind of thing, but you really didn't know how deep those fucking roots were, right?
Yeah.
So we go to the Tacoma Dome, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I got her fucking tickets. Yeah, we're going to the concert. So first of all, we're up in the parent section. we're like 19 at the time, and so this was like 20-something years ago. And so we're up in the parent section, and we're sitting down, and down on the floor, we're overlooking the whole floor, and it's literally like 12 to 15-year-old. And they're fucking screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yeah.
So how old were you?
God. We were like probably 19, 20.
Okay.
Yeah, we were graduated. We were like
Okay.
19, 20. And me and her looked at each other, and we're like, we don't belong here. Like, it was all parents that had brought their kids in to see this concert, and like we were the only ones there for ourselves. I was like,
Right.
Yeah. It was so that was the most awkward, but I would say my most epic, and this is the reason I brought it up, is because I didn't really think about it until I was kind of Googling. It's been so long since I went to Up and Smoke, and so I was kind of Googling and kind of going down that deep dive about a year ago, and I noticed a lot of people said that it's like one of the best rap concerts ever to have been put on. And I know there's like, like around here, like Cube back in the day did Summer Jam, where a lot of good artists were together.
Yeah.
But at the time, like, keep in mind, Eminem was kind of still coming out. And so that was about the time he was doing Kim, because he'd bring the Kim doll out on stage. And and then you had Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube. I already said Eminem. And then you had like all of the other guys that were associated with them. I think
Right.
TQ made an appearance. But the funny thing is so like, what was that? Like 3 years ago, the Super Bowl performance where Eminem came out and he had like 50 Cent and stuff.
Where 50 Cent was hanging upside down on that
Yeah.
little thing, yeah.
Yeah. So like thinking back on it, like that was probably like that. It's no Woodstock, but that will honestly probably go down as like one of the best tours. It was so good that they like kept trying to plan a second tour, but it never happened. But the whole thing was crazy from start to finish. Like this guy is sitting out in front of the Tacoma Dome, and he's got an old like Impala or something with the trunk pop, and he's like handing out these CDs, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And at the time, I was like really into rap, and he's like, it's Do or Die's demo tape CD. I'm like, who the fuck are they? And so I started listening, and Po Pimpin' was on there. This is their first fucking CD. Like they had like 2 songs, Po Pimpin' and one other one. And I was like, man, this fucking shit is awesome. And then I was at school the next day, and the guy's like, you got Do or Die? He's like, dude, they're like underground, like they're fucking legit. And anyways, but like, yeah, so that, and then Proof, Eminem's right hand man who passed away, who got shot. He was outside, so me and my buddies are standing there, and Cube 93 has a tent set up, and or like a stage with a canopy over, and here's this guy on stage, and he's freestyling. Now, I don't know. For all I know, he wrote down the lyrics before he went up there, but he said he was freestyling, and the fucker was off the charts, right? I mean,
yeah.
But nobody even knew who he was. D12 wasn't even a thing yet, and so we're like, who the fuck is that? Well, then we go on the concert, and Eminem brings Proof out, and we're like, oh, fuck, I just saw that guy freestyling. Like, we're standing, like, right there. I mean, he's right in front of us, just fucking going. And then come to find out, like, later on through some documentaries that he's, like, one of the best fucking freestylers next to Eminem.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's that famous video of Eminem in the car and Proof outside of it, and they're just going back and forth freestyling. It's a legendary video.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, just from start to finish, and then like during the concert, I mean, when I was like 16 at the time, and they're passing around fucking blunts and joints. Like, I mean, the whole Tacoma, like and everybody that knows the Tacoma Dome that goes there for the monster truck shows, like they know when the fireworks go off, it's really hazy. The smoke stays in there. That place was a fucking hotbox the whole concert, and it was, like just from start to finish, like not only a crazy memory for me, but I want to say that whole tour, no matter what city you were in, I've got to think is like top 30, top 40. Now, there's probably been a lot of good concerts over the years, so I'm not going to say top 5, but I got to think it's up there in like some of the top concerts, just because of how many big names there were. Yeah.
Well, I think for the rap genre, 100%, over the year, you got to take a genre per genre. You can't compare it to a U2 concert, or it's just a different thing. But if you look at the start, like a rap, like way old school, like 80s, and go to like now, like mumble rap, whatever's going on now, like that period with Dre, Snoop, Eminem. That was probably one of the top moments in rap, comparable to like Tupac and Biggie, which was 10 years before that, maybe. Like those two kind of groups of rappers, I think
I mean, because back in the day, like rap, like, I mean, let's face it, like I think a big part of a lot of people not listening to is like racism and stuff like that. So back in the 80s and 90s, I mean, there wasn't a lot of people that were listening to rap, but you had Tupac and Biggie come along that just create this huge uproar in music and in rivalry a little bit, to where everyone started picking up on it. You have news outlets that are reporting on all this stuff, and then boom, you hit like early 2000s and late 90s when Eminem is popping off. Yeah. Snoop Dogg's going crazy. I mean, it brought in a lot more people, so it's a total different demographic, and you bring everyone in. That's when the concert started getting crazy.
Yeah, and I think that's the largest period ever so far for rap. It was because, like I said, I think the beginning of it was the Tupac Biggie, and then I think it peaked probably at the time period that Joey's talking about. So
yeah, and I'm obviously not talking about like some kind of charity concert where they bring in like 20 fucking headliners, or like
like a
music awards where they're but just like your average concert, like just for a lineup, I think probably comparable would be in country, like Kenny Chesney. Like when I went to I went to 2 Kenny Chesney concerts. I still haven't seen Kenny Chesney perform, I usually leave before he performs, but I mean, he usually has like 4 or 5 fucking really, like, they shouldn't be bottom of the barrel, but they are for his concert. But yeah, yeah, it's fun. I mean, anyways, what
I'm
drew you
big
to
on
this?
concerts too. I mean, it's definitely changed a lot over the years for me and what I go to. Um, I mean, I've been to raves and stuff like that when I was younger. I went to, the Paradiso, the festival out at the Gorge, and that was crazy. For how many, it's a lot of people out there. There's 25,000 people there, campgrounds, and then at the festival itself. And if you're in that kind of world, there's a lot of different things that go on. A lot of intake of drugs and alcohol there. So you see some really weird things. But that was always fun. But now, I mean, I'm more into like the hardcore and punk scenes. So those are the shows that I go to, and these are concerts that are. I mean, if you're a normal average Joe and you've never been to a hardcore show or anything like a straight edge hardcore show, I mean, like you are in for a trip because they're very violent, and that's kind of the purpose. That's kind of like the I don't want to say ground rule. It's not a rule to be violent or anything, but that is what comes with hardcore. So I mean, we're talking, people, getting beat, not totally beat up, but I mean, like you're gonna get punched, you're gonna get hit, you might walk out with a bloody nose, but it's not. It's a great way for people to, let their emotions out, kind of just let everything go. It's kind of an open environment for that kind of stuff. So I always think about it when I'm at one of these shows, um, and you have someone that's never been to one come in, it's that they're going to be in for it because they're going to be like, what are these people doing? I mean, they're flailing their arms, they're flailing their legs, they're hitting and kicking each other. I mean, you see stage diving a lot, but I mean, like, there's some crazy stage divers that at these shows, like, doing like crazy backflip somersaults into the crowd and stuff. Um, but you get to a point where it's like, for me, I don't like getting into that too much. I will every now and then if it's a certain concert. My last one was last year for Turnstile, and they came from a small hardcore band and progressed their way up to being more mainstream. I mean, they won a Grammy this recently. Um, but I mean, it was a great production show. Like everything was great. It was at WAMU. It was awesome. But I will say, I think the best production-wise concert I've ever been to is Peso Pluma at the Climate Pledge Arena. First time being at Climate Pledge, first time being seeing like a reggaeton artist. I mean, I don't speak Spanish. I can understand here and there. I like Peso Pluma a lot, but the best production show I've ever seen. The best visuals they had there. I mean, everything was just top notch. And I mean, it was a totally different world for me stepping into going to a show like that. But I love concerts. I'll continue to go to concerts for the rest of my life. I think it's so fun seeing live music. It's one of the funnest things ever.
Hmm. Claire,
Mm,
Thunder from Down Under.
it's not like concert. It's just
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'm that big on concerts. I go live houses more. Um, I just feel like there's nobody that I like enough for me to pay like $400 for a concert ticket.
Whew, yeah, that's a lot of money for a
Yeah,
ticket.
like I wanted to go to this concert next month, but I'm kind of just waiting for the price to drop. But a week ago, I checked, still 400 bucks. I'm not going. I'm
Yeah.
not paying $400 just for this.
Yeah,
But
the prices are nuts
yeah.
for especially a lot of big artists too, depending on where they're playing as well. Prices can get crazy,
Mm.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever go see a big like I think the most fun ones are which I'm not a concert person either, but like the people that like that lesser known concerts, like the people that like that's who I'd rather go to just because it's cheaper.
Yeah,
And
I mean, how would you? Let's say you have a longtime favorite artist that is doesn't make music anymore, and they were like, I'm gonna do one last show. Haven't made music in years. I'm gonna do one last show, and it's gonna be in, wherever. It could be United States, could be out of the country. Are you gonna spend that money to go see them if they are your like one of your all times? Like, man, I got to see them one more time before I either die or this is gonna be the last one, so I got to see it. Would you spend a significant amount of money to see it?
I never would. I'm just not that demographic. I'm not a concert guy, so
Yeah,
I'm kind of the wrong person to ask. Like that'd be a better question for you and Joe. Or you said you still like to go to concerts and always will.
that's a
So
tough one for me. Even like
yeah,
It would have to be nostalgic to me, not necessarily to
exactly
the band. Like if I don't know,
something
like
you grew up
if
on, that kind
yeah,
of
if
stuff.
Dr. Dre or something came out and said this is my last tour, no. But if they came out, like I said, with like Up in Smoke 2, and they eventually, and Snoop Dogg wasn't playing all this fucking jazz bullshit, like, and was actually like, coming out with his '90s stuff with Dre again, uh, and Eminem was there, that would be. I would probably spend 500-600. I'd be that fucking old.
would you
40-year-old
travel
guy.
and spend 500-600?
No, I wouldn't travel. I mean,
So if they were here,
if they were
but
doing
tickets
like a
were like
farewell
500-600,
tour,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Is like once you start adding travel in, like I don't know, like there's a lot of things I'd rather spend my money on.
yeah.
I'd rather just go on vacation, like just
And
spend my money on a resort or something.
the
And go
reason
on
I
vacation.
asked that is because I've had this exact conversation with some good friends that are very, very big Daft Punk fans. And if you
Okay.
know anything about Daft Punk, they don't make music anymore. I know one of the artists will do like a couple appearances here and there, but and I believe him when he says this, he will spend upwards of $10,000 if they were like, we're doing our last show in Australia or Europe somewhere. This is gonna be the last time we're ever gonna meet up, ever doing music together. He is set in stone. He's like, I will pay whatever amount of money is asked to go to that show. Which I'm probably that way with one band that I've always listened to that doesn't make music anymore. But I mean, there would be a cutoff point for me for sure, money wise. Like, I don't altogether if I'm gonna be spending $5,000 to go. I mean, that's kind of tough. That's pretty
yeah,
tough.
you're not getting that money back. So you definitely got to look
No,
at it like,
and yeah, like a one, last experience for this. I mean, it really takes a certain type of person to do something like that, and what that music kind of did to you.
Yeah, and I'll watch it on YouTube. Like I know it's not the same thing at all, but like
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
watch
you
it
can
on
get
YouTube.
you can
If
get
I
damn near the
own
same
that much.
experience.
I mean, it isn't, but still, like it's good. Like for me, it's close enough.
Yeah,
So really quickly, like I went to a Tedeschi Trucks concert, which I was way too stoned for. Like because it's really like high end jam band, a lot of like crazy blues stuff, and like it just went over my head. Mostly because like I got too stoned. And then the worst concert, I'm not a concert guy. The worst one was Kelly Pickler came to my Marine Corps base.
nice.
Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
so just imagine it was like the field in there. So just imagine like all the fucking douchey Marines putting on their belt buckles and their
Yeah.
fucking cowboy hats. And like there's like that was the worst one.
I like
Watching
seeing,
Kelly Pickler on a Marine Corps base with a bunch of Marines. Any concert where it's all Marines is a shitty concert.
I like seeing Taylor Swift with like nobody in the stands. Like
Oh.
when George Strait came to town, I was like, I've got to see that motherfucker. Like, and I'm so glad I did. That guy. So I was actually talking to a guy at work before I went to the concert, and I said, what should I expect? Like, is there like firework? Like, does he do any type of pyro stuff? He's like Joey, they won't do anything crazy. He said he's gonna walk around the stage, and he's gonna play his guitar, and he's gonna fucking sing. And he said he doesn't lip sync, he doesn't do shit the other guys do, but you're gonna think that you're listening to a CD. He sounds just like a CD. And
That's cool.
holy shit, did he? But
That's really cool.
It was George Strait, it was Ronnie Millsap, and this little fucking 16, 17-year-old girl with her fucking white dress named Taylor Swift was opening. Nobody even knew her. She was Tears on My Fucking Guitar or whatever. What was the first one she did about Tim McGraw?
Oh man,
And something Tim McGraw. Yeah. So so when she comes out, like it's on a Friday night, so like everybody's trying to get there from after work. There's literally, I don't know how much the Tacoma Dome holds, probably like I don't know,
A lot of
12,000
people.
maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I would say a tenth of the seats were full, maybe. That's being generous, and nobody's there to see Taylor Swift. And in between her songs, she's like, and then this is written about a guy who broke my heart. And then she starts playing, and then so she had a story for every song.
Yep.
And like, there's like a group of like 7 or 8 of us that went, and like we're just ragging on her, like the whole time. And then what's crazy is like, so I wish I still had that ticket stub. Like, I mean, that'd be cool just for like a memento, I guess.
Yeah.
But so like it's funny. Like 20, God, that was probably 18, 19 years ago. To see
Yeah.
see that Eras tour and like people paying like 2-3 grand for a seat, and I'm like, dude, 18 years ago you could have paid $25 and you could have saw George Strait. What the fuck? I mean,
It's crazy to see where
yeah.
Taylor Swift has come now. Yeah, it's nuts.
But I don't know if you guys
Huge.
remember, but like when she made that turn to pop and she was like, I'm gonna go from country to pop, people ragged her from both sides.
Yeah.
Pop listeners were like, oh, she's just riding the wave, she's not even a fucking pop singer. Country listeners were like pissed off because she's ditching
Sold
country
out.
like
Yeah.
and now it's like it's just insane. Like I just I don't know how she went from almost falling off the map to just
Oh, dude, those Swift fans are they're dangerous,
oh,
man.
yeah,
They're
legit.
like a
That's-
cult. You know, and I know it's like that for a lot of
Yeah.
bands and stuff, but Swifties are it's like a cult for them. It's pretty
Well,
crazy.
there's a lot of them. That's the problem.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Around the world,
them.
around the world.
Yeah. She's a huge artist, man. I mean, she's one of the biggest in the world, so
She's the only one that I know of
expected.
that can re-release a CD and sell more copies than she did the original.
Seriously.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
That is.
good for her.
Yeah. So another thing I wanted to bring up was, so I had I still got to bring up the homicide in my yard.
Yeah, we're getting
Well,
a
first
little.
off-
We got to start
first
looking
off-
at.
Yeah, let's just talk about this real quick.
Okay.
So I dropped my phone the other day, and it got me thinking. I was like, I'm gonna bring this up on the podcast. So like, cell phones, like how much they've progressed over the years. Like, remember you used to drop your phone, and you're like, oh fuck, the screen's broke. Like immediately, right? When the touch screens first came out, like I don't know what kind of cheap fucking glass they were using. But like whether you had a screen protector, whatever, it didn't matter. Like you dropped it and it fell flat on its face. It didn't even need to hit a rock. Just the
It's done.
little concussion from the impact shatter your screen. And it's like now you almost take it for granted. Like you don't really think of that. But I drop my phone fucking 3-4 times a day. Like well, not really. But
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah,
Why are you
it's like-
dropping your phone so much?
well, I do have carpal tunnel. I
Oh.
do drop it more than most, but it's like, yeah, I mean, you crack your screen protector, but usually your screen is like fine. It's very rare nowadays. Like, remember? I mean, I don't know if you guys remember that, but like, if you,
Oh yeah.
as soon as you drop it, it's fucked, right?
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
it's
you walk
just a
around with
fear.
broken screen. Yeah,
Well-
and I feel like that doesn't happen as much, near as often as it used to.
No, I think the screen. I think the cases of protectors have gone better, and just the phone quality. But like, I remember. You remember when Nextel came out with their rugged, like unbreakable phone.
Oh yeah, those.
This is like 25 years ago. This is like.
Oh man, dude.
This is like the first generation of cell phone. They're flip phones, I think.
I remember using my dad's phone as like I swear I thought it was a DeWalt flip phone, but it was the ones
Yeah.
that were like the walkie-talkie. Yeah, it was like the
Yeah,
walkie-talkie one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like
Because the other ones were also they're flip and they're also flimsy. Like you go like that, and it just breaks in
Boom,
half.
shattered. Yeah.
So they came out with the.
I miss those phones though, dude. Like I loved those phones when I was growing up. I think my first phone was like
I mean,
an
they're shaped
LG
like a phone,
Envy
first of all.
one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean phones are huge nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, see, I like that's why I like Samsung though. I don't know because I'm blind and I want to have a big screen to like. Watch.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
The only part that
Like,
that gets me is, having it in my pocket a lot of the time. It's like, man, this thing kind of is bulky. It's too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Well, and I think I honestly am surprised. Like, I used to be really anti iPhone, but since my work phone's iPhone and my personal phone's Android, like I go back and forth, and so I'm good enough to where I would probably get an I it wouldn't be my first choice, but if they had like a new design or something or whatever, I wouldn't be opposed to going to iPhone.
They're just not
I
big
love
enough for me.
the
I
yeah.
like the biggest phone that I can carry in my pocket. I do.
They're just
But
simple.
but I think that so one thing with iPhone is here's another one. I am shocked that they had such a big cult following the way they did.
Yeah.
I mean, remember when iPhone first came out? I need a charger. Oh, you have to have you have to have
That
iPhone's
big
charger. There's no
that big
yeah,
rectangle one.
yeah. There was no generic chargers. You could
Yeah.
have a fucking Android and go to Walmart and get a $5 charger.
Yeah.
You had an iPhone, you were spending
You
$40
need-
for a charger.
Yeah, they make it its
Uh,
own. Everything is its own thing
yeah.
within. Yeah.
No headphone jack. You had to use their fucking headphones. You had to use their AirPods. Like everything was 10 times the price because it was iPhone exclusive. And that's gone away a lot. You know, they had their own what was their charging, but whatever.
They have the
What do they-
USB-C now.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah,
you'll have to
now
get
they're
an
finally
iPhone.
went
Yeah.
And they said that
charger.
their charger was faster, and that's why they didn't use USB.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
son.
called the
Type
Lightning. Of
C
course, it's faster.
The
Yeah.
Lightning, yeah. And then all of a sudden they went Type C, and you're like, wait, iPhone, I thought your charger was faster. Why'd you switch over to this one?
Yeah.
Like, and then remember the battery life? Like,
Oh, man, it used
talk
to be
about
so
fucking
bad.
shady. They had their batteries like timed to go out after a year, so they had to buy a new phone. That was an epic fucking failure. Like once
Apple?
they got caught with that, like, what's that?
Was Apple?
Oh, the
Yeah.
old iPhones were crazy.
Oh, but Android
Yeah, so,
battery
like,
life was
they
more
knew-
shitty for me.
Well, they knew that they would have less return customers if their phones didn't fail, and yeah, the batteries literally were like made to go like a year, and
I
then
mean-
they would like, but they got caught like they would just
Oh, okay.
there was something they could do with the settings to like kill the battery.
I've had that happen with
And-
my phones and batteries just like
Yeah, and
being
so
god
but
awful.
It's funny. Ever since all that went down, fuck, my phone I've had for like 4 years now. Like it's paid for. It's nice. I mean, like you don't have the same problem. I don't know. There's
Well,
a lot of shady shit going on.
It's the cult following that weirds me out. Like you said, it's
Yeah.
it's the iPhone, which is one full type of phone company, and then Android, which is an OS. Like it's
Yeah.
like 20 different phones all have Android and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
just like, and you're right. It's like Apple's done such like dodgy shit over the years. Like I remember like I think it was their computer that came out. Like basically, like you could get the monitor, but you had to pay for a stand for the monitor, and it was like $200 just for they do all like they'll
It's
give
just
you they'll give you the pieces, but then you need to buy another piece, and they'll charge you up the ad. You know, like just
Yeah.
janky stuff. And it's like, why do they still? Yeah, like, and that's a weird thing. It's like that cult following is what keeps people like, oh, what's the new iThing? It's just like
You
that
know, I
whole
swear-
concept of a company weirds me out.
That makes me think that when I got my most recent iPhone, I got it like 2 years ago. I want to say the cord itself for the charger came in the box, but I want to say I had to buy the block to put into the
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
they don't-
that was
they don't-
separate.
They don't send blocks anymore.
Bullshit, man. It's fucking stupid. That's
Alright.
just
But
so
what's
dumb.
funny, the funniest part of that, and then we can move on to the big story of the day.
The cliffhanger.
The funny thing is I rarely go to the mall, but when I do, I choose iPhone. Is that a good promotion? That was not a promotion from iPhone. They did not endorse that.
I don't want iPhone supported. I don't want that.
Cheerios, go ahead and eat.
Yeah,
your
I'll take
Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Yeah.
I'll take for it. General Mills or something.
Not a sponsor. They did not pay for that shout out.
But they could.
Yeah, when you walk by an Apple store and you look in, and there's like 300 motherfuckers, and I swear to God, the max occupancy is like 25, and there's 300 fucking people shoved in there like sardines, and like I shit you not, okay, they're just like, oh wow, like
Yeah.
they're just standing there like they're in fucking awe. It's like, dude, it's an iPhone. Like
Yeah.
Not
let
much
me
has
grab my
really
work
changed
phone.
with iPhones.
Yeah. It's the same fucking thing that you had last year, except
Mm-hmm.
this one's got do not
Yeah.
disturb on it. Like, what are we doing here? I mean,
Yeah.
why is the iPhone store so packed all the time. Like,
Who
what don't
who
these
goes to
people
a
have
store
do
for
in
their
life?
phone anyways? Like,
Because they have so
yeah.
many problems, they have to go get their phone fixed.
Claire, let's go ahead and chime in on that. Claire, I see you really want to answer that.
I go to the store.
you go to the iPhone store.
Yeah, but
God.
only when there's a new model coming out. Cause I want to test the camera.
iPhone's cameras are
Uh,
suboptimal compared to Samsung any day. Samsung is the best cameras.
no, I need to test the
Yes.
front camera.
Wait, so did you
See-
get the newest? What is it, the 17 or whatever that came
No, I
out?
have the 16. And
Yeah.
before I got that, I went to the store and I was just like looking, so like taking photos with the camera for like probably half an hour straight. And
For
um,
selfies.
yes.
Just
Um,
leaving them on the in-store
She
phone
just cares
that
about
they
the
have.
selfie camera. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see how the color turns out. I need to see how what it does with the skin texture, and I need to know. I just need to know. And I also transfer the photo to my old phone to see how the photo looks like with other
On another phone.
yeah, on another phone.
Wow, you dive deep on that.
I just need to know.
If I have to call to schedule an appointment to look at a fucking phone, I'm probably not buying your product. Just say it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why would you need to make appointment? Don't you just walk
Because
in?
300 people are shoved into a little tiny store.
Should tell the health
Yeah,
department.
but if you call,
Yeah,
you're
we
still
should.
gonna walk into 300 people.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know what
we
300
went-
people are doing in an iPhone store, period. Like, what are
so
you doing?
Both of my daughters have iPhones, and we went in one time because my daughter's phone. This was probably like 7-8 years ago, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited.
Yeah.
I thought we were never getting in. I thought I was gonna have to stay the night there till the next day. Like it was, so that's probably why I would schedule a visit, Claire. It's a lot of people to get through.
I just walk.
Yeah.
In. But probably.
I've never
probably
really
not day
gone to
one.
I've gone to the Apple store like maybe a couple times. You know, if I have a phone issue, it's usually I'm just gonna go get a new phone.
Well,
But when I went and got my phone last, you know, I have Verizon, so I just go to Verizon. I had to sit in Verizon for an hour and a half because I had to transfer my data over to the new phone, and I couldn't connect to Wi-Fi at the store, so it just took even longer. It was terrible. It sucked.
T-Mobile's the same way. T-Mobile's horrible. They got like 2 people trying to help like 20. It's
Yeah.
I've got my last 3 phones online, and the backup, everything's backed up. Just goes right to the new. I feel like going to a phone store to buy a phone is like 20 years ago shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they still have a lot of phone stores there, because
I-
there's
I-
still a
except
lot.
except for repairs. Except half of them don't even do repairs. They're like, oh yeah,
No.
we'll ship it to the, or they won't. No, they won't even do that. They'll be like, oh, you got to call Verizon.
You got to go
and
through
then
the
send it to
insurance
them.
team and
Yes,
deal
yeah,
with this.
They won't even,
Dude.
yeah, they won't even help you out with repairs.
I've
Like,
gone through that whole rigmarole before a few times, dealing with like insurance and them sending me a new phone in the mail, and then having to send it off. Dude, that's all just such a headache. And
they
it's good
send-
because it's insurance, but
They sent me a downgrade of, like, I had the S23 plus, like years ago, S23 or S24 plus or 20, whatever it was. And they sent me the Unplus, the regular model. And I'm like, why am I paying for insurance if you guys are going to downgrade my phone when you send me a replacement?
yeah, exactly.
And I hate how the insurance is a whole separate entity too. So anyways,
Yeah.
we're getting about towards wrap up time, and I think there's a huge cliffhanger that everybody is on the edges of their seats, just waiting to see how it resolves.
I guess
Did you have
we'll
something
wait
to say,
till,
Claire?
we'll have to
What
wait
about
till
a
next week.
homicide?
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait till next week. We went too far,
Please,
folks.
I really need to know. Next week I'm
we
not gonna
will
be here.
talk about this on the next episode.
No,
of-
no.
What's that?
No,
Claire?
no.
Claire,
No,
we've
no,
already
no,
gone
no,
past
not
our
even.
time.
No. Now.
All right, so, all right, this is a little tough to talk about, guys. So just, all right. Okay, so when I was a child, just a wee one, my mom and dad bought my sister a fucking apple tree. Okay, nice apple tree. And I was so pissed off because I didn't have a tree. It was like, why does my sister get a tree? I don't even know if my brother. I think my brother was born, maybe. But yeah, he must have been. So, anyways, a few years go by. They bring home another tree. This is going to be Joey's tree, they say. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty sweet. So on one side of the yard, there's the apple tree, and then there's my tree, which we thought was another apple tree. Turns out it was a Chinese pear tree, which was even more expensive, but somehow got mixed up in the batch wherever they bought it. So it was labeled as a normal apple tree, but we got a Chinese pear tree, or apple pear tree, as some may call it.
Okay.
And so mine was like the forbidden fruit, man. Mine was like top notch. So then all of a sudden, here comes this little fucking weed, or my mom says it's a vine that they planted for my brother. He didn't even get a.
He got a vine.
Yeah, he got a vine. So I mean, that was kind of. I mean, we're all laughing at him like.
Jared cannot catch a wind, man.
Well, hold on, gets better. So about, I would say probably like 7-8 years ago. We're gonna say that my sister's tree died of natural causes. My dad got tired of the apples dropping in the fucking yard and
rotting.
mowing them, and rotting and mowing them up. So he cut down the tree. She's not gonna want to hear that.
Does she still not know?
She may not. So, anyways, it died of natural causes.
Okay.
So, about 3-4 years ago, Jared's fucking vine. So here's the apple tree, and then we've got the fucking Chinese pear tree, and then next to my tree is the fucking vine, and it kind of looks like a little weeping willow tree.
Yeah.
I don't know. So this fucking thing, what's the show that we like? Among Us or Last of Us This Is Us?
Yeah.
Last of Us. So I've been wanting to cut this thing down, like trim it for like 3 years. But that show has me creeped out because the fucking branches
you don't get a spore.
look like the shit off of that. Where
Oh,
like
The Last of Us. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so the fucking vine freaks me out. Okay, I don't want to touch the damn thing. But it was weird. It's like got a mind of its own. It like started like crawling up my Chinese pear tree.
Oh, yeah.
And encapsulating it. And so the whole thing's got a fucking umbrella over it with Jared's shitty vine tree, whatever you call it, bush, whatever it is. And it choked my fucking tree out. So the thing died.
Well,
I cut it down yesterday. I killed my own tree.
You just watched it choke out your tree? Like, you didn't come to your tree's rescue at all, man? Like, it's...
Dude, those vine bushes, man, they take over everything.
Yeah, but they're not the fastest moving things. Like, this had to happen over, like, here.
They're pretty quick moving, dude.
All I could imagine is, like, I cut its limb, and then the fucker's like... And then I'm like...
You're sleeping, and the next thing you know, you got vines coming through your windows and your vents and stuff.
Well,
and
no,
your mouth.
I'm going to, turn into a zombie. I'm thinking I'm going to turn into a zombie if I cut these things off.
Yeah. Track a spore with you.
Yeah.
I really like this idea of getting, like, your different kids, each a different thing, and then having, like, a survival of the fittest of who's just... What about, like, fighting fish or something? Like, you give each kid a fish.
The betas.
You put them in a tank. Yeah, and then you see, like, okay, kids.
You think your fish is tough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see who's our favorite child.
So we went from having his little bush be the laughing stock to fucking annihilating us. You know? Like,
that's funny.
He got the last laugh.
He would have gotten both trees had my dad not chopped down that other apple tree.
Yeah.
He would have kept moving over. It just engulfed the tree, and it was like, screw you, motherfucker. It strangulated my tree.
You had to take it down.
I cut it down, man. That was tough. That was tough. I think I'm gonna replace it with a.
How big was it?
It was pretty big. It was like, it must have been about 15 years old.
So a big circumference, like at the base.
Yeah. Not that big, but it was. I mean, it was all right. It was probably like, I don't know.
What was that stump?
Like 12 feet tall.
Okay. So maybe like 8-inch stomp kind of thing, or something like that, or 6-inch.
It's good size.
Probably 6 inch. Yeah.
Okay.
Good size.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna keep the Asian theme.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cut down the stump. I'm gonna get rid of the stump actually. Try to dig out the roots, and I think I'm gonna plant a uh, bloodleaf maple tree, a Japanese maple leaf.
Oh my
Nice.
god, Japanese
So
maple.
I'm
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it reminds me of.
so I'm going from Chinese to Japanese.
Embracing
Whoa.
all.
Don't piss Claire off.
Well, but okay.
Claire,
I have a couple questions.
wait. First, Claire, what do the Chinese have to offer, other than a Chinese?
Can you please sell him on a Chinese tree instead of a
We have
Japanese tree?
pear. We have pear tree.
Well, we saw how well it lasted against the vine, Claire.
Wait, but okay. So this comes to my first question. Like, you cut it down, but
Okay.
is your Chinese pear tree gonna come back to life?
No.
No,
Oh.
I
It's gone.
chopped the fucker down.
Well, actually, the vine killed it, not Joey. Joey just disposed of the corpse.
He finished the job.
We have?
Yeah. He put it out of its misery. He put a bullet in the back of its head.
Vines, man, they just engulfed it.
We have.
Oh no. Oh, it's a good size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you have like a little memorial or anything? Are you gonna bury it?
No, but I am gonna cut them up into rounds, and I'm gonna use the fire pit. And what the hell? This is all blurry now.
Some firewood.
I messed with it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna burn it, and have a nice little memory fire.
Yeah.
Burn the wood.
Watch the years go by.
Pear.
Ooh, yeah.
What's that?
Oh
Claire?
yeah. Do like a pear plate.
Yeah.
Claire, what was your questions? What was your, you said you had two questions.
Is it gonna come back to life? That's my first question. Second,
No.
it reminds me of how Roger literally asked for a Japanese maple from.
No, that was a fire. That was a maple fire. It wasn't a Japanese,
He told
Maple
us
leaf
it's
tree.
Japanese.
but it was a different style of maple. But yeah, they're like fire red in August. They turn
Oh.
color in August.
Yeah,
I've actually got one of those ordered on Amazon too. I'm
maple
gonna get
is
some
a
trees.
good choice.
Yeah. Those are nice.
I'm switching them up. My mom's she had some rhododendrons out here that are all fucking like rotted. And
I hate
so I'm gonna switch it up.
rhododendrons, dude. I hate them.
I think I'm gonna do one of those fire maple, and then I'm gonna do one of the Japanese maple, and then I'm gonna get two palm trees. Because who doesn't want a fucking palm tree when you're sitting out enjoying the
That's
sun?
good. Do the maples do okay in prolonged sunlight? Because our tree died like when we moved the first year we moved in here. I think it was dead before us, but like gets a ton of sun, so we need something that.
I don't know. I know, like, yeah, you don't want a lot of things to get just constant sun all day. So you gotta.
Well, yeah, there's certain
Maybe
trees
they
that can.
planted on the wrong side of the house.
Well, I think on mine, I think what they did is they had the tree, and then they poured concrete, like up to the tree,
Oh, well,
and they actually went around it like a half moon, like they actually went to the side of it, and what they think is that the roots like had just been starved because
Yeah.
they poured the concrete over it. That's kind of what the arborist thought might have happened. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's fairly new concrete, but I don't know for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that definitely contributed to it.
Yeah, I think it was a maple tree too, or like a small. I don't know what it was.
They're expensive too. They're
Yeah.
expensive fucking plants.
Yeah.
So next week you'll have to ask Jared about his
The vine?
wonderful vine.
Is it still? So it's the only. I mean, it's still there, right? You didn't. It's still going. Is it gonna start taking
I
over
chopped
somebody
up-
else's trees?
Yeah, I chopped it down to the ground, but that will come.
They
back.
will go.
Yeah,
away.
that thing.
Yeah.
Give it a week and it'll be back to what it was.
Dude.
You better check your
So-
floor registers, Joey.
So this is a good one too. So at my old house, we had this vine that was growing, and it was getting all over the house. It was getting all over. We had a Japanese maple leaf tree in our front yard. It was getting all over that. Like it just would not stop. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pull this motherfucker out. Because I tried to dig it out, and I mean, I was digging like this fucking 4-foot hole. I couldn't find the bottom, and so I thought, all right, I'll hook up my F-250, fucking, a little tow rope, and I'll yank this motherfucker right out. No, those vines grow as deep as
They go
grow
deep,
up.
man.
Dude, I'm flooring and it's a 7.3 Power Stroke diesel. I mean, and it's like it's fucking like it's just tugging and tugging, and finally it snaps. It shook the whole house. It had gotten underneath the foundation, like
Oh.
I mean, yeah. The ex-wife could. She's like, "What was that?" I'm like, I look, and it's like snapped off. Sure as shit, a year later, here it comes, sprouting out of the ground like a little fucking phoenix rising from the ashes.
They're invasive, man.
Yeah.
They take over everything that they're around. It's nuts.
Yeah.
What were your parents thinking when they got that?
Exactly. Why?
That was a dumb idea. Or what I think it was, I think your dad knew he didn't want your and your sister's trees there anymore.
I'm gonna
So
teach
he
you guys
planted
a
the
lesson.
vine. Yeah, but
It was a
wasn't prepared
life
for it to take so long.
lesson. You
Yeah.
you could bring something up and think you put so much work into it, but it can be taken away like that
Yeah.
by someone close. You know, family even.
Or symbolizing the kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
So my
The
mom
kids.
says,
Yeah.
so this is my mom's story. And because I asked her, I was like, why the fuck did you plant it? So supposedly our neighbor who used to babysit us moved on from now, but
They don't still babysit you?
well, no, she's moved.
Oh, she passed? Like,
I don't know if she passed away. She moved out. I think she might have passed away. I don't know. Anyways, doesn't live near here anymore. But she had 2 of them, and she gave my mom one. And she's like, "Oh, these are so beautiful. You want them?" So my mom planted it, and didn't realize until like a couple years later, like our neighbor told her, "Oh yeah, it's a vine." And my mom was like, "Oh, great." Like, so I don't even think I don't even think my mom knew it. When you look at it, when it's like fully like I say, it's kind of like a willow tree. Like when it blooms and everything, it looks nice. Like,
But then it hits the ground and they just start going from there.
Yeah, yep. So
okay.
yeah, I killed my own tree. I am.
Well, no, the
Rest in
homicide was
peace.
the vine. The vine did the homicide, right?
No, but Joey
Yeah.
was ignoring and letting it happen.
You're right. Joey did not protect his tree.
Was negligence a part of this?
I'm an accomplice. Yeah.
I mean, in a way,
Oh, yeah.
that tree was your child, and you had a duty to protect that child, and you failed.
I did. I failed.
And then you
Miserably.
finished off.
Accountability, man. It sounds like you got it. So first step.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and then the best part about this is I looked, and it looked pretty rotted. And when I cut that tree down, that thing was solid. I should not have cut it.
Yeah, it wasn't really even dead.
Had life to it still.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Still like green in the. Yeah.
I'm like going through it with a sawzall. I'm like, God damn, this wood's like this.
It's good wood.
Not rotted at all.
Was this just because it was winter, Joey? Like, did it
I
just,
think so.
Did
I
it just
think the
lose
tree
all of
would
its
have
leaves?
bounced
And you're
back.
like,
This is gonna be
terrible.
great firewood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have I done?
It's like, sir, it's not on life support. Pull the plug. Just pull the plug.
Yeah.
She's done.
Yeah, you're like.
It's not even dying, sir. Just pull it. I'm done.
When they tried to harvest that guy's organs in like Kentucky or something, and he started moving. Like,
What are you doing with my? What are you doing with my liver?
Okay. Let's wrap this stuff up. We are at an hour. We have failed over and over again to try to get this podcast down to close to an hour, and every time we have this conversation, it gets longer on the next episode. So we're doing our best. Please like, subscribe. What else, Joey? Notifications.
Hold on. Let me erase my. God, we got through a lot of my topics. I'm gonna have to write some more.
Yeah,
down.
we need to.
I still have 5 left if you want to keep going.
So we could actually probably make 2 podcasts out of that 5. I think.
One of them is called Rapid Questions. I keep saying that I'm going to write down like 5 or 6 rapid questions and have us answer them. It's been on my list the top of my list. It's been on there for a month, and I still haven't wrote down.
Because that requires legwork. That requires like.
Yeah, you really got to get some good ones.
I'll think of some questions, and then like we won't go on like a long tirade over them. Like it'll just be quick responses.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
We'll try. We'll see. Yeah, we'll try.
Who's our special guest? We'll have Jared back, and then is Daniel coming on?
I'll talk to him.
Anybody out there that
Claire's
wants to be a
boyfriend's up
part of
next
the
week,
show?
so it won't be. Then
Yeah.
we can always bring Mason
think-
back too.
We might have to
Damn,
because
Mason's doing a great
Daniel
job.
wants to get paid.
Mason's
To be on the show?
talking more than
I'll talk
people.
to
I heard
Daniel.
that.
I'll talk to Daniel.
Yeah, well, Daniel knows he's not getting paid, so.
I don't know my availability, so I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff coming up here in the next few weeks with like baby showers and
Yeah, you
first
don't have to
birthdays
commit.
and stuff. But I'd definitely be interested in coming on again.
We'll put you in the backup,
Yeah,
the backup category.
yeah,
You should
definitely.
appreciate me for bringing you in this.
Yeah, Claire was like,
Thank you,
Claire was like, I want to be a part of it. I'm not missing out.
Everybody say thank you to Claire. Claire are representing the female
Thank you, Claire.
demographic. Because we clearly don't.
We don't discriminate.
No. We support people from all nationalities and of different sexes.
Even white people coming over from China at an early
Yes.
age.
Thank you, Mason.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was just asked a question offline. I have a lot of questions.
Okay.
Next week we'll discuss how I came over here from North Korea.
Okay.
At
That's
age-
gonna be an
85.
interesting one.
Okay.
Yep.
Can't wait. See everybody next week.